ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kedington News April update. Later, events coming up in May, but first, what you've been up to during the month of April. And it kicked off very well with a great turnout for the Barnardiston Arms quiz night, an event which was so close it eventually took a tiebreaker to decide the winner. The second weekend of the month brought many of you to the Kedington Community Centre to see Family Planning, the Ketton Players spring production. This play was a brilliantly funny dark farce by writer Frank Vickery, and the cast made great use of an excellent script. The play revolves around hypochondriac father Idris, played to great effect by Carl Duffy, bedbound clairvoyant Gran, played by Celia Branwell, long-suffering mother Elsie, played by Joe Nicholas, and secretly pregnant daughter Tracy, played by Charlotte Kowalski. Permanently consigned to her bedroom by her own daughter, Gran spends the whole play in her own piece of the stage, away from most of the action, both passing commentary on what she thinks is going on and ever more desperate to be a part of it. The chance to play this role was the reason Celia Branwell asked director Sue Brown to take on the play in the first place, and with her many years of experience on stage, she excelled in the role, bringing out both the warmth and desperation of the character, as well as the comedy. As her daughter Elsie, Joe Nicholas didn't visit her mother's room once in the duration of the play, but kept the audience entertained from her own domain in the living room, with her stream of comic complaint at the unsatisfactory nature of her life. She is, however, visited by her son-in-law, granddaughter and potential grandson-in-law. It's here, among many other places, that you get to see the real warmth between the characters, which makes this play so nice to watch. It also allows her to accidentally make worse Idris's mistaken belief that he only has 8 weeks left to live. Carl Duffy's playing of Idris's response to the assumed approach of the Grim Reaper was hilarious and shows his many years of experience in other groups before he came to Ketton Players last year. I sense he's going to be a welcome addition in years to come. Charlotte Kowalski is now the most experienced of Ketton Players' younger cohort, and as Tracy, worked well alongside returning Elliot Holmes as boyfriend Bobby to bring a genuinely heartwarming romance to the story. Elliot's real-life mother, Jill Holmes, was also in the cast as next-door neighbour Maisie Millard. Jill has a strong record for comic characters with the Ketton Players and proved well able to transition from the character-based comedy in the earlier parts of each act to the high-octane physical farce that marked the end of each half. As well as having her actual son on stage with her, Jill's character also had a son on stage in the form of Geoffrey Millard, played by Matthew Russell. This role was perhaps the strangest role in the play, being completely mute. As far as the script was concerned, his entire part was to follow his mother onto the stage, sit down and knit quietly. But through a carefully choreographed series of movements and interactions, this role has been really developed into a full, subtle and very funny character. It does lead from here to say that one of the most notable parts of the play was the physical comedy. Certain parts of the play did by its nature contain scripted physical action, but director Sue Brown and the cast have spread this out and carefully choreographed the entire play, keeping a flow of action across the piece. The whole evening was well acted and tremendously good entertainment on a number of levels. All in all, very much worth coming out for. I'm certainly looking forward to the next Ketton Players production, which I hear is going to be a murder mystery evening sometime in September. Meanwhile, let's have a look at what we have coming up to keep you entertained in the month of May. We kick off with the Kedington Duck Race. This annual slice of family fun returns to the river on the 2nd of May. That's Bank Holiday Monday. The rules are quite simple. Approximately 600 little yellow plastic ducks are put in the river by the bridge in Silver Street Park. These ducks race around the park under Silver Street Bridge Through the woods beside the meadow and all the way to the weir, normally with a large crowd of spectators in their wake. Over the weir they go and along to the finish line. And for £1 you can sponsor a duck, either at the village store or on the riverbank prior to the beginning of the race. If your duck is first, second or third to reach the finishing line, you could win a cash prize of £25, £10 or £5 respectively. This event has turned into a really big family day out for the village over the years, and there will be freshly cooked burgers and hot dogs and drinks on sale on the meadow to sate your hunger as well. Duck off is at 1 PM and I look forward to seeing you there. There's more fun the following Friday with the Ketton Players Family Fun Bingo Evening. That's Friday the 6th of May, with doors opening at 7 PM and eyes down at 7:30. Entry is £2 for adults and £1 for kids, plus bingo cards. Dabbers available, also £1 each, or you can bring your own. There are cash games for adults, plus prize games for children. And I'm told there's an extra special music bingo round. Whatever that is, go there and find out. Let me know. There is a bar with drinks suitable for both adults and children, and do feel free to bring your own snacks. Of course, it may be that some kids will be wanting to get their beauty sleep that night, as the following afternoon, Saturday the 7th, will be the 2016 Miss Meadowlark competition. This is the annual contest to find the girl who will have place of honour at Meadowlark in June, and to find her attendants as well. The contest will take place as usual at Kedington Community Centre. Girls wanting to take part must collect an application form from Kedington Butchers, which must be returned by May 3rd. Contestants will then be contacted with details for the day. Miss Meadowlark must be between the ages of 12 and 15 on the day of Meadowlark. There are also 2 places for Miss Meadowlark's attendants. These can be boys or girls and must be between 9 and 11 years old. All contestants must be available on the day of Meadowlark, and Miss Meadowlark will be expected to also attend some other Meadowlark events during the week. Refreshments and entertainment will be provided for contestants during the judging. That's the afternoon of the 7th. The evening of the 7th has its own entertainment, this time to be found at the Barnardiston Arms, with live music from Steve Boyce. Steve Boyce was part of the South London rock scene for nearly 40 years before moving up to East Anglia, and he'll be playing in the back room of the Barnardiston from 8:30 on that Saturday. We finish this episode with what many of you this week have told me is sad news. By the time this video hits YouTube, Kedington Newsagents will be in the middle of its closing down sale, which will finish when we close down on April the 30th. That will be a Saturday. The end of an era. But with everything half price, there are some bargains to be had, so do pop in and see what you can find. As for kedingtonnews.co.uk, we will be back next month, because we'll have all the information about Meadowlark. You don't want to miss that. So subscribe, I would suggest, to our YouTube channel. If you want to do that, there's a button to do that probably somewhere here if you're on our YouTube page. Alternatively, go to www.kedingtonnews.co.uk. New videos are put up there as soon as they appear on YouTube. It's all automatic, very clever. Also, there's a link there to my Facebook page, where I'll always put up new details of any videos that I'm putting up. Till next time, cheerio.